Hello everyone, my name is Alexis and welcome to the mat today. I have a really juicy, lovely, relaxing yin yoga for you today. So we're going to start in Supta Baddha Konasana, and you can use whatever props you want here. I am using blocks under my thighs. That alleviates a little bit of tension from my knees. But if you want to go whole hog and have a strap around your low back and a bolster under your back and a blanket over you, by all means, go ahead. And if you have no props, that's okay too. Either way, bring the soles of your feet together, open up your knees, and lie back on your mat. Close your eyes. Let your hands rest by your sides. This class is a very gentle yin yoga class. Some yin classes can have a little bit of work. This is not one of those classes. We're going to spend the entire class on our backs, doing some very gentle hip openers, inversions, and side stretches. And you don't need any props for this class, although I do recommend one block if you have it, but it's not required. Either way, in your Supta Baddha Konasana here, close your eyes, relax. You're going to be in each pose for about 4 minutes, so get really comfy, listen to the music, and enjoy. Take another deep breath in the pose and very gently use your hands to bring your knees together and move all of your props out of the way. We're going to come into figure 4 or reclined pigeon. Just bring the right ankle to your left thigh. And you can keep the left foot on the floor, or you can try hugging the thigh or the calf into your chest. Either way, relax your shoulders away from your ears. See if you can relax your low back onto the mat. And then wherever you feel the stretch, see if you can let go a little more. With every exhale, see if you can release, release, release. Sometimes, especially in yin yoga, when we hold poses for so long, we have a tendency to clench or to grip. Our bodies have a hard time releasing in yin yoga poses, when of course the goal is to relax and release as much as you can. So throughout the next couple minutes, with every exhale, And wherever you feel the stretch or a sensation in your body in this pose, imagine you can release even more, relax even more, breathe out even more tension. Take one last deep breath in here. Let the left foot fall to the mat if it was hugged into your chest. You're going to keep the legs as they are and just let everything fall to the left. We're coming into a very gentle twist. Use your left hand to gently push your right thigh away from you and open up the right arm either out into a T shape or into a cactus arm, whatever is most comfortable. You can even reach it straight up out of your shoulder if that feels comfortable. This is a very gentle stretch. If you can't quite get your left knee or your right foot to the mat, you're welcome to put a block or a bolster or a pillow or a blanket underneath your left knee and your right foot as a little bit of extra support. But same thing here, just like we did in the last pose. With every deep exhale out, see how much you can release and relax. Beautiful. Take one last deep breath in here. Use your core to bring your legs back to center, and we'll switch to the other side. So right foot down to the mat, left ankle to right thigh. And you can either leave that right foot on the mat, or you can hug the right thigh or calf towards your chest. And no matter where you are, it doesn't matter if you can hug your knee into your chest. You're still going to be getting this stretch in the outer hip, maybe in the glute, and maybe in the front of your hip. No matter how deep you can go into it, right? You're still going to get the benefits of a reclined pigeon pose, of a reclined figure 4 pose, no matter how deep or how flexible or how bendy you are. So don't judge yourself on where you are. Don't judge yourself on where you want to be and maybe how far or close you are. Just let your body be where it needs to be today. I know that sounds a little esoteric, but if it is too intense for you to hug your thigh or your calf to your chest, then don't. Let your right foot come back to the mat and relax into the stretch. We don't want to, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most sensation, we don't want to be anywhere above a 7 on that scale in Yin Yoga. You want to have a sensation you can sustain for as many minutes as we're in these poses. So in today's class, we're in each pose for about 4 minutes. So aim for somewhere between a 4 and a 6 on the sensation level in each pose. Yeah? Continue to breathe, just like we have the rest of the class. And enjoy. Take one last deep breath in. If you are hugging your leg into your chest, put the right foot down on the mat. And then again, same thing, keeping your legs exactly as they are. Let your legs fall to the right for your very gentle twist. And again, if you need a block or a blanket or a bolster or a pillow underneath your right knee and your left foot, by all means, place one under there. And then just enjoy the stretch from here. Take another deep breath in and out, and bring your legs back to center. Put both feet on the mat. And this is where, if you have a block, go ahead and grab it. You're just going to press into your feet, lift your hips off the mat, and slide the block underneath. If you don't have a block, totally fine. You can do this next pose without it. But if you have a block, it just kind of up-levels your inversion a little bit. So whether or not you have a block, just lift your feet up into the air. And your legs don't have to be straight here. They can be relaxed and resting. This is a very gentle inversion and very similar to legs up the wall. If you are ever in a spot where you don't have wall space, but you want to kind of get the same benefits as legs up the wall, this is a perfect option of a pose, of an alternative pose for you. Waterfall is one of my absolute favorites. I do it all the time. And like I said, you don't need a block. But if you want a little extra inversion, a block is nice to have. You can also use a pillow, a bolster, some stacked or folded blankets. Either way, rest your hands by your sides, close your eyes, and enjoy. Take one more deep breath in here in your waterfall pose. And then very gently hug your knees into your chest. Wiggle your feet, wiggle your toes. And then extend your left leg long to the mat and just hug the right knee into your chest. Now, if you don't have anything under your hips, that's totally fine. You're just going to stay here hugging your knee. If you have a block or a bolster or a blanket underneath your hips, you're going to feel a little bit more of an intense stretch in the front of that left hip. That's what we're going for here. This really stretches out your psoas, your hip muscles, and it can just feel really nice to open up your pelvic floor and kind of get a deeper stretch. We don't really stretch our legs this way very often. So again, you'll be here for about 4 minutes. So just close your eyes and enjoy. Take one last deep breath in here. And then all we're going to do is switch legs. And to do that, I want you to bring your right foot to the mat, bring your left foot to the mat, extend your right leg long, and then hug your left knee into your chest. You could just swap, but sometimes that can be a little intense on the low back if you're up on a block. So do it one foot at a time, and just hug the left knee to your chest. And like we talked about earlier in class, with every exhale, you're releasing tension, you're releasing any tightness that you feel, especially in a pose like this where we're stretching a muscle in a direction we don't usually stretch it. You might feel a little bit more tension here. Your hip might be clenching a little bit more, and that's okay. Imagine there's a balloon wherever you feel that tension. With every inhale, you expand the balloon, you create space between all of your muscles and your bones and your ligaments and your tendons. And with every exhale, you release any stress and just imagine it falling off your body into your mat and into the earth beneath you. Stay here for the next couple minutes and enjoy. Beautiful. Take your last deep breath in here. Exhale, let your left foot come to the mat. Bend the right knee and plant the right foot on the mat. Lift the hips if you had a prop and move your prop to the side. You won't need it anymore. And then go ahead and just hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a quick little hug. And then we're going to extend both feet long to the left corner of the mat and kind of shimmy your shoulders to the left corner of your mat as well. We're coming into banana pose, very gently stretching out the entire right side of our body. If you want to cross the right foot over the left, you can. If you want to clasp the right wrist with the left hand, you can. Or you can just let your feet and your hands rest. Whatever is most comfortable to you, whatever feels best in your body. This is a very gentle side stretch. You'll be here for, again, 4 minutes, so it doesn't need to be super intense. No matter where you are, you still get the benefits. Take one last deep breath in. Exhale it out, and very gently, we're just going to come to banana on the other side. So you'll walk your feet to the right corner of your mat. You'll shimmy your shoulders to the other right corner of the mat. And if you like, you can cross the left foot over the right and clasp the left wrist with your right hand. I really want you to also make sure that your left hip is still on the mat. You're not stretching so much that your far hip, your left hip, comes off the mat, right? Your both hips are still grounded, both shoulders are still grounded. We're getting a stretch in the side of the body, not the back of the body. Close your eyes and relax. Take your last breath here in banana pose, and then just very gently walk your feet, walk your shoulders back to the center of the mat. Make sure your spine is nice and in line and elongated, and then let your feet fall as wide as the mat. Bring your hands by your sides, And close your eyes for your final pose, shavasana. Take one last very deep breath in, exhale it out, and begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Make circles with the wrists and the ankles. Maybe stretch the arms up overhead and bring the feet together for a full body stretch. And then very gently, make your way up into a seated position with your legs crossed in front of you. Rest your hands on your thighs. Just feel what you feel. Take note without judgment of how your body feels after those very gentle stretches. And thank yourself for giving yourself this time. Inhale the arms down, around, and up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. And when you're ready, you can open the eyes. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this very relaxing, lazy yin class. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And I will see you next Thursday for a new class or in any of my other classes next time on the mat. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye for now.